The following is an all-new episode on HGTV Daytime. Imagine what you can do.
Hi there, I'm Maty Monfort. Today, smart solutions for expensive dessert toppings chock full of sugar and calories. Chef Akasha Richmond shows us healthy alternatives that we can make ourselves, and they're good?
Very good.
How are you?
Very good.
And does your dirt need a new topping too? Master gardener Marianne Benetti digs up some great ways to replenish your soil. Plus, recycling old cans. Artist Chris Mobley turns his tin into treasures like candle holders and night lights. These look adorable. How are you, Chris?
I'm good, thank you.
All that in our smart solution of the day, an idea that's truly a breath of fresh air. And then there was light. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Smart Solutions. Today, get the dirt on replenishing your soil and sweet ideas for healthier dessert toppings. But first, looking for a new way to use old coffee cans, food cans, or mint tins? Artist Chris Mobley turns them into decorative art, and you can too. Chris Mobley, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Maddie.
We saw them when the lights were down, but let's take a look at these again. These little treasures that you've made out of tin, right?
I have made some night lights out of mint tins and jar lids, and some nice hanging candle lanterns for the backyard out of coffee cans.
I love that. That looks so adorable. How festive. Now, I love how you sort of hung them up. How did you do that?
Well, I just took a bucket of sand and I got some light hooks from a home decorating store and just hung them outside.
It's not good to put them on trees, you say?
It's okay to put them on trees if it's like a dead tree. You know, you don't want it to go up in flames. So.
Yeah, okay, so we'll stay away from that. Let's talk about how we get this started and how we clean the cans first, because they have to be clean so that the paint will adhere to it.
Yeah, you just want to rinse it with soapy water, and then if you have some glue residue on the side, which most cans do from holding the label, take some fingernail polish remover or some acetone and just like rub it right off with some a paper towel or something.
Beautiful. Now you did some designs on them.
Exactly.
And so some people are very creative and artistic and can do that, but you have another way to do them too, right?
Yeah, you can either use a marker and just draw your own design, or create a stencil, print it out on a computer, or just copy over with tracing paper or something, and just wrap it around the can, and then you'll know where to punch your holes.
So you would do this, basically in this way, you have an idea of how you want your design to go.
Exactly.
Great. Or if not, like you said, a marker, and you pin out your design,
Pin out your design, exactly.
Great.
So the next thing we do is we fill it with water.
Okay, I will do that. I'm capable. I have the technology. Okay.
We're going to freeze that overnight, and the reason we do that is so when you're punching your hole in, you have a nice hard backing. It keeps the tin from denting while you're punching the holes.
That's a really good point. And isn't it really difficult though, because the ice is so hard?
Actually, no, it makes it a lot easier because the ice is hard. If there was nothing behind it, when you put pressure down, the can just keeps going down, so it's harder to get a hole in there.
Okay, and of course you keep the lid on it.
You keep the lid because...
You freeze it?
Yep. The lid's good because if you're making holes, the ice sometimes shoots out, the ice melts, water runs out.
I hear
That
ya.
just holds everything in place.
I hear you.
Here's a good idea for making a tool that will actually pierce holes in the metal. You just take like a broom handle or a piece of wood, and we're going to take a sheet metal screw.
Okay.
And just put it right in there and make like a little handheld tool.
Okay, and the sheet metal screw, obviously, because it has all the ridges.
It has the ridges, it's made for metal, and it has a really sharp point, so it just pops that metal.
Beautiful. Well, show me how you do it.
Okay, I just hold my thumb right over the screw, just put a little pressure, and boom.
Okay.
That's it. And
so
there's your
in
hole.
and then twist.
In
and that's
and
what's
twist.
easy, because that's why this is so great.
Exactly.
Okay, let me try one. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and because it's a screw, the more you twist, the bigger the hole gets. So you can actually vary the sizes of holes you put in your tin can.
Beautiful. Because on yours, there's some very, very large holes, actually, I can see.
There's large ones, and then there's the really tiny ones, just by punching one tiny hole in.
Great. Okay, now painting.
Painting's the best part. To decorate your can, what looks good on tin usually are things that are transparent, like fingernail polish.
Okay.
So you can just decorate, however you want with fingernail polish or like a glass paint. You know.
And glass paint, craft stores, easy to find?
Yeah, really easy to find.
Okay. And this, obviously, the darker colors would be best, right?
For making flowers.
So here you did like a nice flower, you did the orange center.
And then I used a little green paint, a little of the glass paint on the outside to create the leaves.
So this is easy enough. Now, not too thick?
Not too thick. And you don't want to cover up your hole. And if you do, you can always just blow on it and the...
Okay, everyone go, ooh, look at what Maty did. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, you're so talented. Anyway. Okay, the hanger is adorable.
The hanger's a good way just to hang it up.
I recognize this hanger.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of these.
From the dry cleaners, right. We poke a couple of holes in, we take the cardboard out, and we can just slip it, just like that.
Okay.
And it's ready to hang up in the backyard.
That is adorable.
Now,
Great. Now to put in the candle.
Put in a candle, yeah, here's a tip. Take barbecue tongs or pasta tongs and just drop your candle inside.
Okay.
The reason for doing that, because sometimes the holes that you punch, they get kind of jagged and you don't want to cut your hand.
Let me see if we can get those, yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. And then also for lighting them, you use the tongs as well?
You can do the same thing. Get your tongs, light a match, hold your can in, and just light it.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now let's go on to here and show the little night lights.
Yeah, we're going to make some night lights out of these mint tins.
Okay.
And what we do is just take a regular mint tin. It has a top and a bottom. We'll just take them apart. To get the paint off, we'll use like steel wool.
Oh,
and we'll just start rubbing. Yeah.
Look at that. It comes off in seconds.
Just comes right off.
Beautiful.
And then we'll take our tool. Just grab your tool over there.
Sure.
And I'll give you a lid. Oops. I'll take a
So what do you do here? You got some cork and you put it together?
Well, I got some wood and I put a piece of cork on there to give it the spongy back feeling so that...
So instead of the ice, you're doing this?
Yeah, it keeps your tin from denting when you're making your holes.
Okay.
Just put it right on, pop your hole.
Beautiful. And make any design, because you did lots of really cool designs on that.
And you get really fast at it after
And the more
a while.
holes you make, the prettier it looks, because the paint, which we're going to show how to do now, is going to come through. See how pretty those look? Really nice. Okay, so this is glass paint again.
This is glass paint again. Again, you can use fingernail polish.
Now, you've got a tip on how to apply this so that you can see it on the other side, and that is to dab on here, right?
Yeah, dab right on the hole and completely cover it. And as soon as it dries, if you hold it up, you can actually see the colors through the light.
Okay, you won't be able to see it here, obviously, because there's no light behind it. But really dab it in and make sure that you cover that hole.
Exactly.
Okay.
Cotton swabs are great to use because they hold the paint, and glass paint's hard to clean out of brushes, so you don't want to ruin a brush. So you use a cotton swab.
Good point. Now, the light.
Okay, the light.
How do we put it on?
Well, you can get these kind of lights at like under a dollar store, fairly inexpensively, and usually their lids pop right off.
Sure.
What I've done is I've taken this as a lid instead of, you know, a mint tin.
So all parts of the can can work.
Anything metal for the most part. That's small enough. I punched a couple of holes in, and I've added some floral wire. Just, you know, you can use regular copper wire, anything that you have around the house that's, you know, sturdy enough to hold this. We'll lay our little nightlight down, and we'll just pull the wire up, and we'll twist it, you know. Heavier gauge wire would require like a little pair of pliers.
Yeah, that's but that is great and easy enough to make. And you know what? It's a fun project. You know, you get to work out your hands when you're squeezing, you know, the little holes inside. And it's wonderful. And again, if you're keeping these with the tea lights or whatever on, make sure that you don't walk away for very long.
Exactly.
Just for safety's sake. Chris Mobley, adorable. I love this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Later on Smart Solutions, top off your desserts naturally and nutritionally. And up next, dig for great ways to soup up your soil. We'll show you how when we come back. I want to thank my guest today, Akasha Richmond and gardening expert Marianne Benetti. And as we say goodbye, we'd like to leave you with our smart solution of the day from Mr. Chris Mobley. Hello.
Hello. Another great way to use your mint tin is to, you know, again, poke holes in the top side only. Then we're going to fill it with some potpourri. And with the potpourri, you can put it in your car, you can put it in your closet, you can put it in your chest of drawers and keep your clothes fresh and smelling nice.
Nice. You close it up and you don't have to decorate it because no one's going to see it.
Exactly.
And nothing comes out.
Doesn't spill.
Great. Thank you, Chris, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye, everybody.